Okay, in this set of examples, we're going to find the first four terms of the binomial expansion of these given expressions. Now you're going to remember that this time we said the expansion is going to have an infinite number of terms, so here they're just asking you to find the first four terms. So let's start with A. So in A, I've got 1 over 1 plus x squared. So first thing what I'm going to do is we're going to write this as a power. So 1 plus x squared, and the power is going to be negative 1. So that means in this case, our n is negative 1, our a is 1, our b is x squared. So now this is the formula we're going to be using this time, which does not involve combinations. So first of all, we're going to have 1, which is a to the power n, and then the coefficient of the second term is n, which is negative 1. Then 1 is now going to be to the power negative 2. Remember, the powers of a go down. Then x squared is to the power 1. So we've just finished that term. Then for the next term, we're going to have 2 factorial in the denominator, and then we're going to have 2 terms in the numerator, starting with this one going down. Means the next one is going to be negative 2. 1 is now going to be to the power negative 3. These powers are going down. These powers are going down. And x squared is now going to be to the power 2. Okay. Then the next, which is the last term, this is going to be 3 factorial here. We're going to have negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. 1 is now going to be to the power 4, and x squared is to the power 3. So that's the first 3 terms. We are now going to simplify. Now we know that 1 raised to n power is 1. So the first term is just going to be 1. The second term is going to be negative 1 times x squared, which is going to be negative x squared. The third term, so let's just look at the signs first. Negative and negative here is going to make this whole term positive. Then we have got 1 times 2, 2 times 1 in the denominator. Then x squared squared is x to the power 4. Then the last term, they're going to be the 3 negatives we're multiplying here. So that means that term is going to be negative. Got 1 times 2 times 3 in the denominator. We have got 3 times 2 times 1. X squared cubed is x to the power 6. So this numerator cancels out with that denominator, same thing here. So that means our final expression here is going to be 1 minus x squared plus x to the power 4 minus x to the power 6. Okay, so that's the first one. In B, we've got the square root of 1 plus 2x. So again, we're going to want to write that as a power first, which means it's going to be 1 plus 2x to the power 1/2. So again, our n here is not a positive integer. N is 1/2, a is 1, b is 2x. So the first term is going to be 1 to the power 1/2. Then the second term, the coefficient is 1/2. Then 1 to the power, well, these powers are going down. 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Then b is 2x to the power 1. Then for the next term, we have got 2 factorial in the denominator, and we need 2 terms in the numerator, starting from half. So we're going to have 1/2 and negative 1/2. 1 will now be to the power negative 3/2, because those powers are going down. 2x will be squared. And for the last term, we're now going to have 1 times 2 times 3. We need 3 terms starting from half going down by 1, 1/2, negative 1/2, negative 3/2. 1 is now to the power minus 5/2, because these powers are going down while these powers are going up. So 2x is now to the power 3. Then we simplify. 1 to the power half is 1. And the second term, we're going to have half times 2x, which is just going to be x. The next term is going to be negative because of that negative half there. This group of terms here is going to give us 1/8, whereas this one here is going to give us 4x squared. Okay, then the next term is going to be positive because we've got 2 negatives here. This 3 is going to cancel out with that 3, so that this group of terms is now going to be giving us 1 over 8 times 2 is 16. 1 over 16. This term is going to give us 8x cubed. Then, final step, we're going to have 1 plus x minus x squared over 2 plus x cubed over 2. So that's going to be the first 4 terms for this expression. In C, we have got, let's just add an extra assignment in C. So let's also find term number 7. Okay, 7th term. So we're going to find the first 4 terms, then we'll jump 5th, 6th, and then we'll find term number 7. So we have 1 over x squared minus 2x to the power minus 3/2. So this time n is negative 3/2. A is 1 over x squared, b is negative 2x. So the first term is going to be 1 over x squared to the power negative 3/2 plus negative 3/2. This 1 over x squared term, the powers are going down, so negative 3/2 minus 1 is negative 5/2. This is going to be negative 2x to the power 1. So that's term number 2. Term number 3 is going to have 2 factorial in the denominator of the coefficient, and then 2x here, 2 terms here, starting from -3/2. We have -3/2, -5/2. This term is now going to be to the power -7/2, because we're going down from -5/2, -2x squared. And then the fourth term is going to have 1 times 2 times 3, and then 3 terms here is 3, -3 halves, -5 halves, -7 halves. 1/x squared is now to the power -9/2, and -2x is now to the power 3. Okay, then we need to simplify this. 1/x squared to the power -3 halves. We can actually write it just like this, and then we'll multiply powers. Then the second term is going to be actually positive, because we've got negative here and negative here. 3/2 times 2 is going to be 3. This is going to be x to the power 5 times x. I'll explain in a moment how that comes about. The next term is going to be positive as well, because we have got this is positive and got 2 negatives here. This group of terms here will give us 15/8, and then we're going to have x to the power 7. Then that one is going to give us 4x squared, and then the last term is going to be plus as well. This 3 cancels out with a 3, and then this group of terms is going to give us 35 over 35 over, that's 2, 4, 8, 16 x to the power 9, 8 times x cubed. Okay, so now let's so here if you multiply these two, -2 times -3 halves is just going to be 3. So it's going to be x cubed here. So that's the same thing we do even for this term. For instance, it's just going to be -2 times -5 halves. So it's going to, so I want to get 5. -2 times -7 halves gives us 7. So it's going to be x cubed plus 3 3x to the power 6 plus this is going to be 15/2 x to the power 9, and then the fourth term is going to be 35/2 x to the power 12. Okay, so that's going to be the first 4 terms. If we wanted term number 7, again the thing to do is to start with the b term. So the b term, -2x, is going to be to the power position -1, which is 6. Then this term, the power of this plus 6 must be equal to -3 halves. So maybe let's just work that out here. 6 plus x is 3/2. So x is negative 3/2 minus 12 over 2, which is 6. It's going to be minus 15 over 2. It's going to be the power of the 1 over x squared term. Then the denominator of the coefficient always corresponds with the power of b. So we've got 6 factorial, 1, 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. And then in the numerator, we're going to have 6 terms as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Then we simplify this. We can cancel out some terms. For instance, 5 goes, 3 goes, yeah, so that's about it in terms of terms that cancel out. So we're going to have 7 times 9 times 11 times 13. That works out to 7 times 9 times 11 times 13. That's 9,009. It's going to be divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to the power 6. And then times 2 times 4 times 6. So that's going to be 3. Maybe. Let's just write it as follows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2 to the power 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 2 to the power 9. Times 6. Okay, and then from this term we're going to have 2 to the power 6, x to the power 6, and then from this term we're going to have x to the power 15. This term is going to cancel out with that term, giving us 8 in the denominator. So we're going to have 9,009 all over 48. There might still be a factor of 3 there. So we'll divide by 3 in a moment. Power 21. Divide this by 3. We are going to have 3,003. And then 48 over 3 is 16. So that's going to be term number 7. All right. At this point, we're going to give you 2 exercises to try for yourself, and then pause the video. After that, you can have a look at our answers. So find the first 4 terms of binomial expansion of this. Find the first 4 terms of the binomial of expansion of this. Also find term number 9. Okay. All right, in D, our n is negative 1/2. So the first term is going to be 1 to the power negative 1/2. Second term coefficient is negative 1/2. This power is going down to negative 3/2. And the b term is to the power 1. Then in the next term, the denominator, the coefficient is 2 factorial. We've got two terms here going from negative 1/2. Power of 2x squared is now 2. In the next term, the denominator is 3 factorial. We need 3 terms in the numerator. This power is now negative 7/2, and this one is 3. Upon simplifying, which just gives us 1 plus x squared plus 3/2 x to the power 4 plus 5/2 x to the power 6. In the next case, a is 1 over x, b is 2x squared, n is negative 2. So first term is going to be 1 over x to the power negative 2. Then negative 2 is the coefficient here. This power is now negative 3 because they're going down. This one is 1. Okay, in this case, this power is 2. Notice that the power of b always corresponds with the factorial of the denominator here. So then 2 terms there. And then this power is now 3. It's going to be 3 factorial. 3 terms there. Again, if we simplify here, it's going to give us x squared minus 4x to the power 5 plus 12x to the power 8 minus 32x to the power 11. You can see that these terms are going up in threes, which is an AP as we mentioned before. Term number 9, the b term will be to the power position minus 1, which is 8. This power plus this power need to add up to negative 2. So that makes this one negative 10. And then if this is 8, that's going to be 8 factorial, 8 terms here. Simplifying gives us 2304 x to the power 26.